just different. It wasn't as intense. After Deshay, and then moving into the 2000s, there was some good manufacturing practice mandates that were put in place, and were for a good thing, because you want to make sure that, like, for instance, we didn't do plant identity testing the same way that we did as when I came back. When I came back, every herb got sampled, taken to the lab, and either HPLC or HPTLC were used to identify and make sure that, like, this is Echinacea purpurea.
What were those two acronyms that you used?
HPLC and HPTLC. HPTLC is high pressure thin layer chromatography. And that uses specific wave bands of light that I give you color columns that allow you, if you have botanical reference material, so that okay, a botanist went out into a field and said, okay, I know I've keyed this plant out. I know that is Echinacea purpurea. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this material and put it on HPTLC, and the color slides and the way that whole cascade and those segments show up, it will allow you to put a sample next to that on a computer screen and say, oh yes, this is definitely Echinacea by comparison. So high pressure liquid chromatography is a different type of technology and equipment that rather than focusing on identity, you can focus on identity through compounds that are in there. So it's a different piece of equipment, but we think of, in the industry, in the botanical industry, we think of HPTLC as being more qualitative when you're comparing herb material samples, and HPLC to be more quantitative. So that if you're comparing kava extracts or turmeric extracts, exactly on this graph at X number of minutes, 8 minutes, say, for instance, 12 minutes, so on and so forth, you see these peaks. Then you can compare kava lactones, you can compare active compounds in plants. So we had those pieces of equipment in the late 90s, but they just didn't get their full use. So in the late 2000s, good manufacturing practices that went into place had to be mandated, and so quality systems, it was just very different. So yeah, you're right. There was a good learning curve, but it was amazing and an incredible experience.